One of the first commands that we want to teach our dogs
Down.
right after the down command is the come command.
Stay.
It's important that our dog understands that it has to return to us at our first call under any situation. Good boy. We start this command by using a long training line such as this. It's nice and light. It's not an anchor to the dog. And we're going to have the dog sit in a position. We're going to back away, call the dog to us. We teach them how to do this in a close distance at first. Then we allow them to move off with the line still attached to them at a greater distance, and then we're able to get a hold of the dog at any time that we need to. That line helps us so that the dog can never bolt away from us when they are off at a distance and see something distracting. We have to teach them that under any situation we can always get a hold of them and reinforce what we've asked them to do. So this is Sancho. Sancho is a Shepherd Cross, and he is 12 weeks old. So we're going to try some stuff here. We've never worked with Sancho yet, and we'll just see how he goes. Want to give it a try here? Come on, buddy. Come on, Sancho. Let's go. Sancho, over here. Sit. Okay, come on. Sancho. And a boy. Sit. Good boy. Stay. Now we move back from the dog, having given the stay command. Go back to the end of our rope, open our stance up wide, hit our legs, give the come command. Come. Pull the dog to us. Step towards the dog. Place him into the sit position. We don't need to reinforce the sit position with the wording at this point. We want the dog to automatically sit as they come in. And we'll try it again. Stay. Make sure that you don't tug on the dog as you back away. That's unfair to them. So we just be careful with our line. Come. Place the dog in the sit position again. Good boy. Give him praise that he came into you. Good boy. Good boy. And a guy. And we'll try one more time. Stay. Come. Good. Good boy. There you go. Good boy. So we use one tone, firm, loud enough that the dog can hear us. Our higher tones are more effective than the low growly tones when the dog is off at a distance. If we use a tone that is too low, like come, it doesn't carry throughout all the distracting sounds that could be happening. So we're looking for a higher pitch. Come! And we can add more air to that as the dog's distance grows. Good boy. And the dog is in a sit position. They need to remain in this until we let them go. Okay. Good boy. Here, buddy. Over here. Come here. Atta guy. Good fella. Good fella. Good boy. So again, the beginnings of the come command are to have them in the sit position, back away, call the dog to you. Now, again, once we've reinforced this come command a number of times and we can see that the dog is responding without the need for correction, then try it with the line completely on the ground so that the dog understands that you're not using the line to bring them to you, that they have to respond on their own. Then go for a stroll, allow the dog 10 or 20 feet from you, and try your command again. And if they don't respond at that point, that's where you have to run to them, pick up your line, and run back to where you called them to, reinforcing with a couple of snaps along the way so they understand it is correction. And if you practice this for 15, 20 minutes a day in the course of about a week to a week and a half, you should have a dog that is responding under more and more distraction. Come! Come. Come. Good boy. Good boy. So when the dog is at a distance and we give the command, if they ignore us, we give them 2 seconds to respond. Once we realize they're not responding, Once we realize they're not responding, we run over, grab the dog's line, run back, snap them every 5 or 8 feet, just reinforcing the fact that the whole run back to where we called to is part of the correction. As we snap it, just reinforce saying come. When we come in, pull up on the dog so that they're in a sit position. Again, come meaning they come directly to us and sit in front of us. And once the dog is in this position, they have to stay in the sit until we release them. And the release again is, okay, good boy. Come here, buddy. Atta boy. Good boy. Yeah. That's a guy. Good boy. Yeah. Good boy. So we just keep doing that, different situations, allowing the dog more and more distraction as we go. But remember, do not give the dog any time away from this line. They have to live with this line on when they're out playing, wherever they go, so that we can always get a hold of them. If you give them a break from the line, they instantly know that you are not in control, and they will take advantage of that. And that's where we start to lose a consistency in getting our dog to come back to us. Hey, buddy. Good boy. Once they've learned to respond consistently, then shorten the line down, have a little 6-inch piece of rope of the same sort so that you can still make corrections when you need to, but wean the dog off the line by going shorter and shorter until you realize after about a month or so that you don't need a line at all. You'll just feel it. One day the dog is responding properly the way you need them to. Every once in a while, a maintenance correction whenever the dog challenges you, and the dog will stay this way and get better as it grows. When correcting your dog at a distance, as you run towards the dog, run along the training line to stop the dog from moving away from you, as opposed to picking up the line at the end furthest from the dog. If you try picking up the line 10 feet from the dog, what you'll find is that the dog is going to know what's going on and start to run towards you, creating slack in the line, which will cause your correction to be ineffective. It's important that the dog always receives a correction that is proper and that's going to make them change their behavior. Even if it takes you 2 or 3 attempts to do the correction, you want to make sure it's one that is going to work for you.